Welcome to Galen's online pre-registration tutorial. Pre-registration allows you to hold a seat in all the classes you plan to take in the upcoming semester. This instructional video will show you step by step how to pre-register online. This semester, November 2nd to 13th have been set aside for pre-registration. During the first week, November 2nd to 6th, please meet with your advisor to review your academic pathway, your progress to date, and select the best set of courses for you to take next semester. During the second week, November 9th to 13th, you can follow the steps I am about to show you and pre-register. Once on the web page, click on the box that is labeled Pre-Registration. This will bring you directly to our online registration system, and the first step is to sign in. Where it says username, you can type in your student ID number, as you're seeing on the screen right now. And then you will type in your personal password, which is the same password you have been using for Galen's online registration system. After entering that, you hit login, and this will take you directly to your My Account homepage. On this page, you can see various bits of information on your Galen account, such as the program you're in, the type of enrollment that you have, your cumulative GPA, etc. After looking over this data and being comfortable with it, go to the left column and select Search for Courses. And then go down and hit this search green button. This will bring you directly to the list of courses that are available for you to register for. Select a course based on the agreement you have with your advisor by simply clicking on the course. Once you click on the course, the details will pop up so that you can double check to make sure this is the right section for you. You can look at details such as what time it is, as well as the instructor, and the location. Is this an online course or is it on a course at the Central Farm campus? If it has the name of a classroom such as Harpy 2, then you know it is a course that is face-to-face at the Central Farm campus. If you think this is the right course for you, then you will move down to the bottom right and click the Add to Cart button. If you try to add a course, as we just showed you, but the course needed a prerequisite class, it will block you from selecting the course, as you're seeing now. If this happens, then you will go to the left and click the Remove button. So now your cart is empty. Go back over further left and go back to the Search Courses button. Again, go down to the green Search button, and you will get your other list of classes or the rest of classes on your list. Choose another class based on your agreement with your advisor. If you notice at the bottom here, there is no prerequisite required. Therefore, you should have no problem taking this class. Again, click the Add to Cart button, and you will notice you're not blocked, so it says Ready. Now you can proceed. If you have more courses to take, go back by clicking the Search button again. Click the green Search button, and you will see your list of available courses once more. Choose the next course that you and your advisor have agreed is best for you to take, and repeat the process. Click Add to Cart, and you can see now that you've selected 2 courses. If you needed to go back, you will click that green button again, and you can click another course. So now we can see you've selected 3 courses up to this point. If these are all the courses you need, it is time for you to proceed to the next stage. To do so, you will click the Checkout button, as you're seeing right now, and now this is showing you what you have selected so far. And you can double check the details of the day, the time. Now, For you to complete this process, it is important that you click the little box at the bottom that says, I have read and I accept the terms and conditions of Galen's refund policy. Click on that policy quickly and you will be able to see those details. And this is simply reminding you that as soon as you've registered for these classes, you are financially liable for them, even if you later drop the class. If you drop a class during the semester, Galen can refund you according to this policy. And you can read the policy closely to see how much you would get back at what point in the semester. Having read that then, you can proceed by clicking your check box in the center box, the check mark, and then you finish by placing your order. As you click that, the system processes your request and then you get a registration proof. So this shows you now what courses you have pre-registered for. As you can see, it says submitted. Now at this point, you're just about finished. The only thing left for you to do now is to get your invoice, so you know how much money you will need to bring to complete registration in January. So to get your invoice, go to the little green box that says print invoice, click it, and here you see at the top the base information for your invoice. You will notice when you look at the amount due that it is calculated using Galen's highest tuition rate of $450 per credit hour. However, you are now familiar with our payment options, which are explained on this page as well. If you plan to pay full payment during registration, then you will get the 20% discount and your actual invoice would be less. So to do this, click on the Ask a Registration Question button and you will see a box as we have on the screen appear. Start by choosing the department you want to chat with. In this case, click Finance, and then go to the top bar and add your name. Then where it says your question, start by entering your student ID number. Once you've inserted your number, ask the question. In this case, you want to inform the accounts office that you will pay using option A. So you've inserted a comment like the one we see on the screen, and then you start chat by clicking the blue button. Your message is now sent directly to the finance staff. Who will note that you are asking for a new rate in your invoice because you chose option A. They will then respond to you to let you know that they're doing the back-end work to change the rate of your tuition calculation. This process takes up to about a minute. As you can see, here comes the response from the finance team, and then they will be working on the back end to change the rate of your tuition. And as you can see, a message came in telling you exactly that. At which point then you can let them know that you're on standby and will wait for their final information indicating when you can get the new invoice. Please be aware that there are students around the country sending similar message to the finance office during the pre-registration period. This means it may take up to 1 or 2 minutes for that process to be completed, but remember to stay on standby because the finance team will inform you at what point you can seek a new invoice. It is also important for you to remember that after you're informed that you can get a new invoice, you should keep your chat box open, and then you will simply go to the address bar at the top of your screen and you can hit the refresh or reload button, and that will prompt you immediately to the new invoice. We will run through that process as soon as we get the okay from the finance office. Let me use this opportunity to also remind you that after you've gotten your invoice, your pre-registration process will then be complete. In January, when you return to the university during the registration week, you will be expected to pay all of your fees and tuition as they appear on your invoice, and that will complete your registration process. Keep in mind that pre-registration only selects your courses and guarantees you that a seat is being held for you. During registration is when you're expected to pay and complete the process. If you do not pay your fees and tuition during the registration period, then you will not be considered registered. As I have said earlier, it does take a minute or two for the back-end work to be done so that the rate of your tuition calculation can be changed based on the payment plan that you choose. So at this point, you will simply remain on standby until you get that final notification from the accounts office that your record has been changed, and then you can proceed to get your new invoice with the correct amount that you anticipate. In this case, we can see that the officer from the finance team is typing, and the message has just come in saying that you can now print your new invoice. So you will simply move your box to the side, and then you go, as I mentioned, to your address bar at the top of your screen, click your refresh or reload button, and in this case then, you will simply insert your name, which is your student ID number, and your password. This allows you to re-enter. And now, as you can see, you have refreshed and your amount due is completely different, showing that you have been awarded the 20% discount. Now, you will want to print your invoice. So here, please proceed to the button that says print invoice, and you will see your pro forma invoice ready for printing. Once you print your invoice, then you will have all the information you need, including the courses that you have registered for, and so you can make arrangements for your payments in January. With this point then, you would be finished with pre-registration, and you can simply click the sign out button, which takes you back to your main page, but at this point you are finished. Thank you very much. During this entire process, don't forget that you can always click your Ask a Registration Question button, in which would allow you to chat with either your advisor or somebody from the IT department or someone from the finance department. Thank you very much, and have a safe and fun pre-registration.